all this stuff. Anyways, back to the topics I was going to talk in this video. I mean, might talk about that some other time you want, but at least not at the moment of this video. So, I wanted to talk about JOJO'S. Yes, JOJO'S. Those delicious golden fries that you get with your those chips that you get with your fish. The old English style. No, not that JoJo series. Silly, I'm talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. So, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Well, I gotta preface it to say that a long time ago, I did watch the first season. Now, let me tell you, I got into it. Oh, dude, it was such a hit. Like, my. Like, I freaking love that stuff, dude. It's just so freaking delish. Great. But the thing is that I stopped watching it. Well, here, let's just first talk about the first season before I jump ahead of myself. So, I believe it was sometime last year, I started watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, because I heard all these good things about it. And I heard it was super manly, and I freaking love those manly shows, you know, Chuck Norris movies, stuff like that. Like, I've seen, like, President's Man 2, and then there was, like, some sort of, like, there's some movie with Chuck Norris, and there were, like, these people from Cuba invading America, and they were, like, going all over Miami, and, like, Chuck Norris beat the crap out of them. I'm not gonna lie, I freaking hate, like, most of those movies where it's a concept of, like, a bunch of bad guys completely take over a place, and everybody's completely defeated, but there's one dude who works from the inside out and kills all the baddies. Except for the original Die Hard, and of course this Chuck Norris movie. The thing with Chuck Norris is he doesn't need to act. He just roundhouse kicks you in the face. It's pretty great, isn't it? So, anyways, let's see. But, yeah, no, Chuck Norris, he's a beautiful man. They say that those are jokes about Chuck Norris. No, those are facts, dude. He roundhouse kicks people in the face and brings justice, and the little kids sleep happily ever after, peacefully and sound, and, like, no, and the moms read them bedtime stories and all that goodies. Like, don't doubt me when I talk about this kind of stuff. I know what I'm talking about, kids. So, anyways, and also Gurren Lagann, that's a sick anime. I also like watching shonen like Aria. Oh wait, that actually has cute girls, but it is a shonen. It is a shonen. Don't lie to me and say it's a don't lie to me and say it's a shoujo when it's a shonen, okay? But yeah, no, I freaking love that manly anime stuff, and also just a manly movie set. You know, they don't have to be Japanese. You know, just good fighting things. So when I heard these things about JoJo's, I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. So I started watching JoJo's 3. And oh my goodness, man. What a gem. What a freaking gem. Like, wow, dude. Let's see. Can I, yeah, so, I mean, I started watching JoJo's. It starts out in the late 1800s in England. And my goodness. What a start. So, I'm really not going to go and talk much about the rest of the show, but I'm just going to talk about this because this is really the first episode here. Let's see if I can knock some of these guys out, because it's a... For crying out loud, it's their freaking base, dude. Oh, man. You failed again!
Oh! It's alright as long as we're safe! We'll be weenies! Let's retreat!
Alright. So JoJo's. My goodness. JoJo's. As I was saying, it's a trip and it's an adventure. So it starts out the first episode. They're in 18th century England. And this guy's just this weenie douchebag, Mr. McBurkett, who's like, "Oh yes, I'm this sick, disgusting, greedy man, and yeah, I'm poor, but I'm gonna mock these rich people because they actually have hard times in life too. And oh yes, look at that, they're dead. We can take all their money. We can take all their goodies. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fabulous. It's gonna be amazing." And then like the guy wakes up, and like, "Hey yo, like, I thank you. You saved my life. Is my wife okay? Is the baby okay?" Like, "Nah, dude. We totally killed the baby." I mean, no. He's like, he didn't say that. He's like, "Yeah, no. The baby didn't make it, but, it's like, oh, what's your name? You saved me." He's like, "Oh, this." But really, he's gonna steal all this dude's stuff and pilfer it, you know? And he didn't even care about the baby and all this crap and yada, 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 yada. So, JoJo's basically the guy who's left, with the dead wife and the crying baby. He's, I believe his name is George? Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong if I got the name wrong. Dude, I need to get more booze here. I need more power too. Alright guys. Yeah, I'm not really the best at RTS games when it's such high speeds. I don't really know much of the hotkeys, so I'm sorry. Isn't the best. And I did not the best job of explaining JoJo's, but I haven't really had many moments where I'm completely quiet. So I think I am improving my Let's Play commentary. Please let me know your thoughts. Anyways, but yeah, so, the dude who Jonathan Joestar, he ends up being the protagonist of this first part. Like the guy that his father thinks rescued. What was the name again? Mr. Yeah. So, well, his name, I can't remember his, oh, Dario Brando. Yeah, Dario Brando. So he has a son named, he's an absolute jerk to his wife and to his kid and was an alcoholic. And, so he's an absolute terrible person, right? Just scum of the earth dude. Well, he has a son, and his son's name's Joe. And Joe's like, "Oh yes, I just hate my dad, you know? He treated my mom with such disrespect. He's such a prick. He's such a dirtbag, you know? I just hate his guts. I wish, you know, I was like, I don't care about his death and all this, and you know, I don't want to be a douche like him." But he ends up being a douche like him, dude. His father actually does have at least a warm spot in him. Even though he is a messed up dude, I'm not gonna claim that he's all cool, you know. He was a freaking alcoholic who, just beat up his wife and, kept spending, like, money on booze and stuff. But, so, his dad dies, leaves a will pretty much being like, "Hey, you know, get yourself in a good position. You know, take advantage of your situation, but also sort of don't completely, well, I don't know, he didn't say don't be like me. I got the impression, and maybe that's the thing, maybe it's left over interpretation, maybe he wanted his son not to end up as evil as him, or maybe he just simply meant he wanted him to have a better life and didn't necessarily care about the morality. Nevertheless, so, here comes Joe. He gets adopted because of his father and all that. And man, let me tell you. So, sorry. Okay, just when I said I was doing better. So, yeah, it's hilarious, dude. So, literally, when, you know, it also shows that Jonathan Joestar, they're both 12-year-old boys. So, literally, so Jonathan has this dog. And Joe literally comes to go and visit Jonathan. And, dude, it was freaking insane. Like, this show really started going, like, in the first episode. Most shows take a while. And, you know, that's not necessarily a complaint. Lots of times, in order to have a show that's deep, you have to go and invest those first few episodes that aren't really that great, or maybe even genuinely suck. That way you can, like, build up the backstory and all. This one, it has plenty of good backstory and character, but, oh my goodness, dude, they pulled this off, like, right away, because literally, Joe's just like this crazy man. He's wearing this nice blue suit vest thing, and he just jumps out like a boss and lands on the ground like he owns the freaking place. And then it's like, oh, wow. Did you expect that? Like, no, you didn't. Unless it's me, Joe. Jonathan greets him. His dog comes up to the dude. He literally, no joke, he kicks his dog, which is that's like his buddy old pal. That's the kid's, I mean, that's the freaking kid's dog. Like, that's somebody else's dog. He gets adopted by these people, and he freaking kicks the dude's dog to start off their relationship. And, like, a few minutes in, he's, like, literally like, hey, when they need to, like, bring the bags to the rooms, he's like, hey, you don't touch my bags, you dirty, I can't remember what I said, but like, you dirty animal. It's like, you low-life scum. Those are mine. Let the butlers do it. And like, wow, dude, he's like, I'm gonna go and like, completely like, devour all hope from your life. You're gonna become a shadow of a man. And like, oh my goodness, the melodrama is just off the hook. Like, it's legitimately making me laugh, but it's insane. It's like only the start, dude, and it's just, it's freaking great. And I just watch it, and there's like a whole 26 episodes of like this insane crap, and yeah, it changes a bit throughout, but like the season, but like it's just freaking awesome. And with the JoJo's, dude, so I started watching season 2 after that because I freaking love season 1, but there are things about season 2. There's a fundamental thing that made it quite a bit different than season 1, though looking back now, they're actually still quite similar, and of course it's good to have change. My goodness though, I just absolutely, I just couldn't watch, like, I had a hard time watching it, straight through, and I took a break from JoJo's, but I decided, hey, I'm going to go and watch it again recently, and I watched the second season from the start, and I watched the whole thing, and it was amazing, and the third season's even better, and now I just got started on the fourth. I watched 3 episodes of the 4th season of JoJo's, and oh my goodness, it's amazing. JoJo's, also the art style, there's so much semi-realism, but there's also like ridiculous color palettes that are awesome. It's just but there's also like these other things. It's just, it's an anime, but it's totally awesome. And I mean, it sort of looks like some sort of like Western anime, like Western animations, but yet it's different though because of just how intense and semi-realistic it is, and like there's just humor, there's action, there's manliness, there's like the men are just fashionable. It's just, there's all these references to rock stars and rock musicians, dude. It's hilarious. Like at the very beginning, you'll even notice like, dude, this guy's named after this band, this guy's named after this like famous singer, and like these aren't like Japanese singers. No, these are like people from the US, dude. It's freaking hilarious, man. And the English and like, oh my goodness, yeah, it's freaking great, guys. If you haven't started watching JoJo's, you gotta watch JoJo's. It's freaking great, man. Some people say My Hero Academia is like the great stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, it's good. I wouldn't say it's great, but it's a good anime. It's a great show, and I think it's a great anime. Even if you're not really into anime, I think you can get into it because of the superhero motif. And maybe that's part of it. I'm not super big into superhero stuff, but that's just me. But I think JoJo's is even critically better than My Hero Academia. But regardless, they're both good with their things, but I don't know, in my mind, My Hero Academia, it's a good anime. A very good anime, not a great anime. It's getting better, so it might become a great anime, but so far it's a good anime in my mind. It has great moments, but overall I'd say it's just very good, because there's other parts that I'm like, oh, nah. But JoJo's, the whole thing's great. Dude, I can't wait to finish Diamonds Unbreakable. Like, don't spoil it for me. Anyways, I'm not gonna spoil any of this other stuff for you, but yeah, I just described like the first quarter of the first episode of JoJo's and crap. Well, not really. You just have to watch it. My words don't give justice. Just watch it. Like you can't. I have a friend and he said, "Oh, I gave up on watching only half the way." I hope he retries it, sort of like I retried watching the second season of JoJo's, because I think he'd freaking love it if he'd actually just at least watch the episode all the way, or like watch the first 3 episodes at least of JoJo's. If there's not something cool about it at that point, if there's not something you found awesome or bizarre in it, like, I don't know, man. I don't know how to help you, because JoJo's is freaking boss. I'd like to thank Justin Y, because his post with the JoJo's memes and liking JoJo's videos, that helped encourage me to eventually decide, you know what, I'm gonna try to watch season 2 again. I'm gonna start from the beginning again, and I did it. Then I watched season 3, and now I'm on season 4, and I'm freaking loving it. I don't know why I wanted to stop season 2 at the time. I mean, I sort of do, because, as I said earlier, there's a change that I didn't like, but they even brought back homages to that thing that got changed, and it was really nice. I like that bit of fan service. So, not sexual fan service, just like something that like fans of like it in the old school way might have missed it, like bring back that. It's like, you know, that's really nice. I appreciate that. Thanks. You care for your fans, Araki. I think that's the manga's name, manga star's name, because you'd be manga. So yeah, watch JoJo's. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks, Holmes. Peace.